What's up, my fellow low bankroll fools? Brent with AOB, back for another session. I got a bet in. If you'll remember, yesterday we played the outside exclusively, and now we're going to play 9th Street exclusively. So don't forget to put in the comments if you like this better, this as a better format where I'm playing one strategy all the way through, or if you prefer seeing the 3 or 4. I don't know if I'll keep showing. I think I might, but I don't know if I'll keep showing spread eagle. That was sort of just for fun at the end, but it's honestly it's not something I recommend, so I'm probably going to drop it from the video. Although it has done well, it's got a really serious progression because it's basically we're going to stick on it and just martingale all the way. So if we play 10-cent units, it's $1.20. So you can see here it's $1.20, and that gets us 8 progressions. That's not enough. That's not enough. We could go to 8 progressions probably pretty easily on this. I mean, not a lot, but pretty easily. There's just too many empty spaces. Now, would I play it? I mean, probably not. It's not a strategy I would go to, but it's fun. It's more of to me, it's more of a fun strategy. Something I just threw out there and we just made up and we go with it, On today's member challenge, someone submitted a challenge that they saw on Kentucky White's channel, and we actually ended up just canceling it after, I don't know, we were playing for 15 or 20 minutes, and it's literally, there's so many whacks and so many break evens that we were literally just rolling break even after break even, and then we hit a whack. Oh, this is a whack. And then so we actually ended up just calling it. The time of death at about 15 minutes after we started or so. We weren't in the hole. We were a couple dollars up, but it was just it was arduous, and it wasn't at all entertaining for the audience. If you're playing it and that's what you want to play, that's cool. It just wasn't. There's so many break evens, and it was just not fun. And that one is sort of very similar. It had many of the similar traits as spread eagle. So in terms of, spread eagle has so losses, break evens, and a jackpot number. So it has a lot of similarities. So that one felt like, and I'd have to go back and see, but I think that one had a hell of a lot more break evens, where spread eagle only has 4 break evens. Oh man, another tired day. It's late afternoon. I'm not a middle to late afternoon person. That's when I start falling asleep. Damn it, Jim. All right. Well, let's see. How are we looking up here? I'm gonna go with 3 centipede. And we need to double it now. So we'll cancel this. And we'll have to put it up there again because this is a double bet. We don't want to keep that as our same bet. All right, let's see what this does for us. All right. There's a win. Would have been a loss if we'd stayed on standard 9th Street, 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Okay. Oops. We'll see how well this does for us today. Okay, there we go. Now let's make this our base bet. All right, we'll see how fast we get here to let's see how fast we get to our goal. Let's pull up our goal, by the way. So low bankroll challenge. We were at $21 yesterday. Perfect. So we're hitting a 7% again. We're going for 21 today. Okay. Awesome possum. So we're at $201 profit. We're $99 away from meeting our goal. $99 away from meeting our goal. So 5 sessions basically. 5 more sessions and we will have doubled our money. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And yeah, it is tempting to follow this same exact game plan, except instead of a $300 bankroll, a $30,000 bankroll, but it's just different. I don't know. Logically, it shouldn't be. It should go exactly the same. But man, when you get to these amounts, instead of $1.80, excuse me, man. Yeah, I hit a brick wall in the middle of the afternoon. Starting right around 1 p.m. Man, I just cliff it until about 7 o'clock. Then 7 o'clock, I start waking up again, and then I get up super early, and I'm functional until, noon or 1 p.m. And then I hit another cliff at, So that's how that goes. And we were way up here. What happened that we didn't, okay, well, it doesn't matter. We'll keep going. So I guess we didn't follow. Oh, we lost, I see. So we should have stayed. This actually should have been, no, it was a double bet. Stayed as a double bet. Okay. So really, we should be at $1.20. We should have been at $1.20. We should have been on our third progression. This was 1 loss, a win. So we would have gone down, back. This would have been the second progression. Stayed at the second progression. Now after this loss, we would have been at the third progression. Oh, fucker. Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. So, if I haven't mentioned it before, for those of you that are doing what I'm still trying to do, which is, create your channel and start streaming and doing all that jazz. Like I said, I'm still at the very beginning of this journey. I'm just barely getting my feet wet as well. I'm going to start working. In fact, tonight, I'm putting together a complete, comprehensive how-to video on all the equipment you need. Everything. I'll have a list there, and this is just all the stuff I have. I'll even put links to the equipment I have on Amazon. I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, do you have an affiliate with those?" No, I'm not affiliated with any of the equipment. I've had a couple places reach out to me about equipment, and that was like this chair maker who makes gaming chairs, and they wanted me to send a chair to me, and they're expensive, in return for, reviewing and mentioning their chair all the time. And I said, hey, listen, you're going to send 1 chair. You're going to send 4 chairs because I'm going to give one to all my admins. And you're going to give me a chair every single month that I can raffle off to viewers. Yeah, they weren't pleased with my response. I'm going to put you on pause while these guys figure out what the fuck's going on. All right, be back. Wait. No. Bullshit. They freaking just deducted our latest bet. Bullshit. This is bullshit. They just deducted. Whatever. Okay, I guess not. I'm wrong. I thought they had deducted. Man, I don't know. We didn't bet that. I thought we lost. Must have been right. It's on me. I could have sworn that they deducted. I don't know what they did there. Okay. I guess I'm wrong. I don't know. That was crazy to me. It didn't feel like, but it's me. See, I'm hitting a brick wall. Anyway, I'm a yo-yo. So, okay. So we got to go for it again here. Okay. Oh, I got to get rid of this guy chatting. Sorry. Sometimes I turn that on so I can hear what's going on and I forget, and then it gets into the microphone and it's crappy experience. Again, put in the description what you want to see, because at the end of this series, when I hit 300, when we double our money, I don't know if I'll keep going on with a low bankroll series, because is there really anything new with it? And fucker, this guy. All right. I know it's not him. What was that last one? How much did we lose on that last one? Damn. $22. Yeah. Okay. We're going down to the wire here. So yeah, I don't know. After this, I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's anything else I can teach you. I guess I could go, a lot of people, surprisingly, quite a few people were like, oh, this. All right, we're going one more and then we're going to call it. Shit, I've only got $130. You know what? Damn it. I didn't put the right starting amount in, did I? I did not put the right starting amount in. I didn't start with, what was our balance supposed to be? I totally spaced it. We should have been starting with the 501 balance. We did not. So I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to have to go back and look at the video and see what we started. I'll have to stop this. I'll play if we keep winning. I'll play if we win. There we go, man. If we hit the 1, our day would have been over. But I'll play if we keep winning and get back up to even. Okay, so if we can get back up to even, then we'll leave it. And I'll go back and we'll go off this graph for the amount that we win, but I'll double check it when I go back, when I edit the video and put it together post-processing. I'll make sure that the beginning balance and this all match up, okay? But as I was saying, I'm not sure at the end of this if I'll do another low bankroll series. Please let me, get in on the chat there. Let me know what you'd like to see. Let me know if you think this is worth it to keep going on. I don't know if it is or not. It just depends on what you guys find value in. All right, there's a good win. Oh, shit. Obviously, we were betting too much. If we recovered like that in 2 spins, that means we bet too much. And that's what happens when you're not paying attention. So pay attention. Don't be like me. I'm a yo-yo sometimes, and I just don't pay attention. Part of it's because I'm looking at my recording software over here, and I'm looking over here. Anyway, no excuses. So I'm putting together a video A to Z on how to do what I'm doing, and take it with a grain of salt, because there are going to be people out there that have far more experience. And so this might just give you a baseline of how to start, but definitely go look for the videos for people that specialize in this type of stuff. And they may recommend a different way. I don't think so. I haven't heard. I mean, a lot of people use the free OBS software, and I use Camtasia. Anyway, I'll get into that later, because you don't want to just record your screen, right? You're going to need to do some editing afterwards. You don't want it just to be everything, unless you do. If that's what you want, you just want it to be everything, and maybe you're doing some sort of thing where they're following you around all day, and that's all you're doing. You want them to see the real day that you do, then you wouldn't need any. Oh, fuck this guy. So, but other than that, I mean, that was the one thing that when I was doing it that I was always going, oh my gosh, I wish I just, either they didn't explain it well or it was too, I don't know. There just didn't seem to be one place to have it. So that's my goal, is to give you guys one place you can go watch it, skip through it if you want. I'm going to try to keep it short and concise, explain just as much as I need to. I don't want to ramble on like I do in these videos. So I'm going to try to keep it short, concise. I'll put the links in for the equipment that I have just so you can see what I have, what I bought, because I was on a budget. I didn't know if I was going to, I thought I was going to literally be doing this for a couple of weeks just to record my adventures. And then it unexpectedly, grew. So what did that do for us? Did we not double? We didn't double that one. Anyway, so I'll put it all in there. And, definitely, the one thing that I'd tell you out of everything that I have here, the one thing that I would tell you not to go skimpy on would be your microphone. You don't have to buy $1,000 microphone or whatever, but I bought a $30 microphone because, because I was going to Amazon and I don't even know if it was 30. I think it was like 14 or $9 or $8, but the Amazon reviews were huge, and there was like 14,000 reviews on this microphone, and everyone on there was like, oh, it sounds just as good as all the expensive ones. And then I get it and I tried it out, and you can tell. If you want to know the difference, go back and watch my day one video, maybe day two, maybe, I don't remember at what point I got this new microphone. There is a huge difference in the quality between that microphone and this. And this isn't bad. This isn't a super expensive one. This is I want to say it's $115, something like that. So yeah, expensive, but not outrageous. If you're on a budget, nothing wrong with those budget microphones. I mean, the one I got for I'll put the link in there for that cheap one too, but the one I got, it was fine. I mean, it was clear, you could hear, but it was really tinny. It didn't sound very full. So, and the reason why I like this one is because all you have to do is tap the top to mute it, whereas the other ones have switches, and I don't like switches because when you're trying to mute something quickly, and then your microphone's moving, and you got to see, and you might, screw up the other switch. This one just tap, boom, tap off, and I stick a blue light on here. And I don't know if you guys can see the blue light because I've got so much coming on, but you can change the color. But I put it, if this is blue, it could be purple. I'm colorblind. Because I can tell if it's muted or not. Because when I don't know if you guys can see this, but when I mute it, the light goes off. So when I walk up, I can go, oh, I know if it's on or if it's muted, and it's just nice. Anyway, this one's the HyperX. It's a pretty popular one. There's a couple brands out there really popular. I think the top end, all the top brand ones are pretty good. And then I ended up opting to go for the boom arm, the mic boom, only because I wanted to be able to swing it out of the way of my desk. But it comes with a stand, and it was fine, actually. I was very tempted to keep it because then I just pushed the stand back whenever I wanted to. It was actually really good. All right, we're one win away. Let's go. We only need a 30-cent bet or a 10-cent to get 30 cents. That's all we need to get to 21. See, we only started out with $223 or so. So, yeah, my bad. Because we have $501. Anyway, I'll put all the lists down there. To me, this is like the most critical thing of the small stuff. Obviously, the better computer you can get, because if you're going to do post-processing, it takes a lot of processor power. The bigger the monitors, the better. Multiple monitors. I don't really have that big. To me, they were big at first, 28-inch and a 24-inch. If I could do it all over, but I already have these, and I don't want to throw them away. I would get really, because when you start doing live, you have so many screens open. Anyway, all right, let's go fill in enough of that. I don't know how to explain it in here. I'm going to be explaining it in a stupid video. Okay, here we go. $21 and up here plus 21. All right, look at that. So this one is 501. We started the day at 501. $21 day, $222 profit. I deleted the needed profit and the plus or minus because these aren't accurate because we're changing. When your percentage is changing, this doesn't know the previous that it was a lower percentage. So it felt like all days should be at 7%, right? So this isn't even necessary. So I'll remove them completely. But this is how we're looking. So we have 3 more days of this, and we'll see where we're at for our target. We're what, 522? So we're $78 away. 20, 40, $63. And then we'll have at 63, we'll have a $15 day left here. So we don't even care about the percentage. We'll have a $15 day here, and this right here will be our bingo day. This should be our get to double our money in what, 10, 11 days. 11 days to double our money. And we played it pretty conservative, and we weren't going for very long. I mean, today, 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Now, I think it would have been a tad longer because I doubled, I think, incorrectly on one of them, right? That skyrocketed. We would have gone up, but I think I would have needed another 1 or 2 wins at maybe a double or something along those lines, but it's not important. So anyway, all right, that's where they're at. Please, if you're interested in something along these lines after this challenge is over, if you want me to keep going with the same thing, I don't know if I'll just keep going with the same thing, but if you want to see, okay, now that we have 600, how do we take that to 1200? It would be exactly the same, except our bets would be bigger, but it would be the same thing. So I'm not sure if that's of any interest to you guys, but anyway, put that in the comments what you'd like to see. Otherwise, I'll probably just call it quits on this series and focus on other stuff. All right, that's it for today. Be good humans, be good to each other, be good to yourself. It's not that hard. It's us against the casino. Let's kick their ass. All right, cheers.